Hi there. Just a quick video today. I just wanted to make how to phrase this. It's not really an apology, but at the same time, I do kind of feel like I do need to apologize for what I've done. So some of you may have noticed already, but I've had a little bit of a rebranding. I have moved away from using Alec and Lunex as my title, as my name on YouTube, because I kind of felt like that name didn't mean anything to me anymore. It was a name I came up with years ago, like over 10 years ago now, and I never liked that last name that I had, that Lunex. It always felt so wrong. It didn't belong there. So I decided, because obviously Alec is important to me, the name needed to still be there, but I decided to move away from Lunex, and it's something I've already done online and other platforms, on Twitter, on Telegram and stuff. I've stripped out Lunex and replaced it with Haunt, because Haunt to me makes more sense. It's a name that I prefer to use as my handle, and so I have transitioned in multiple places. But YouTube was a little bit more awkward because because it's tied to a Google account. When you try and move it to somewhere else, you either have to create a new account and start all over again, or migrate everything to a new account. I didn't really want to do that because I already had an email address associated to this. And when, so the only other option was to then create a brand account. Sorry, I'm fumbling with my words a little bit. A brand account means that it's still owned by the main account that I have, my main Google account, but everything is separated into a brand. It is now Alec Plays. So that's why my name and icon have changed, because I felt like it was about time that I did that. The main reason that I did this, though, is because my personal email address was tied to that old account, to that hierarchy account, that umbrella account. And whenever I would send an email to like to work, or to the prospective hiring agency, for example, or just to my parents or anywhere else, it would show up as Alec and Lunex. And I always hated that, because that's not me. That's not who I am. That's not who I am professionally. So that was the main reason for wanting to do this. I'd kind of got to a point where I needed to change it, and I couldn't change my name because it would show up on my YouTube account. So the branding made sense. The biggest downside, unfortunately, is that although I have managed to transfer all my videos, my subscriptions, my views, my likes, everything gets transferred, except one thing, and I don't understand why these things don't get transferred. Comments. Any comment that I have ever made on any video across all of YouTube doesn't exist anymore. And it took a few days for me to kind of come to the terms with what I'd just done, because although it was something that I wanted to do and something that I felt like I needed to do after all this time, deleting, it did delete. It's not just a matter of changing the name or hiding them or something. It actually deletes them, every single comment. And that that really hit me a bit hard because of I love my social interaction. I love how much I connect with my community, and even just responding to people that have replied to me on other videos, it really did kind of hurt a bit that I'd lost all of that. So when you look at an old video, or even a recent video, it was only like a week or two ago that I did this. If you look at some of those videos and you see that, there's a bunch of comments beneath them that are all one-sided because somebody's replied to the video, I've replied to them, and then they've replied back to me. It will now only show their side of the conversation. So if you see that, or if you wanted to see some of your old comments that you got from me in the past, that I'm afraid is now no longer a thing you can do. And for that is where my apology comes in, and I'm sorry. Yeah. From now on, though, of course, any new comments that I put in, they will be put under this new title, and you'll see them again. I'll be as interactive as I always was. If you ever feel like you wanted to make a comment, I will always reply to it. I love reading my comments. It's just a shame that, like, for example, with the Glitchfest video, that's my most popular video, despite the fact that it's not really content that I had any real jurisdiction making, but I did find it a lot of fun because I enjoyed the game so much. I got so many comments of people saying, that's cool, or I didn't know about these, or the majority of them actually were things like, where did you get your sources from? And that one's not quite right. This is actually how you do it, or this is why we use this one, or why we don't use this one. It was actually a really informative video for myself as well as the people that watched it. And it's because that I'm not part of that community, that speedrunning community, that it's likely that I probably won't make another video about it because I'm not in the loop. I'm not a speedrunner. I don't keep in contact with these people. They're really good at what they do. I've seen a couple of the Thai speedruns, and some of the new tech is incredible, and it would make for an interesting video, but because I'm not involved in it, I don't have any real jurisdiction making any kind of video about it because I don't know it well enough. I just wanted to make something based off my experiences with my game, with the game that I play quite frequently. I mean, I've played it at least 3 times on my channel now. And sorry, I veered off a little bit, but that's why one of the reasons I felt quite bad for doing it, because I'd lost all of that community involvement on that particular video. Obviously, I lost all of them on every video, but that one hit most hard. But anyway, nothing really much else to say. I have rebranded. This is going to be a permanent thing now. Nothing really else has changed. All my videos are still here. All of your comments are still here. And I'm going to continue doing what I was doing. So it was more of a heads up and a slight apology. Beyond that, just general news. So thanks for watching.